Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time here, my name is Taz Shiko and you're very much welcome. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll always be notified. So on today's video, as you can see, we have a different setup. From the background you can see we're not where we are used to be. Today we have something different and I'll be telling you something totally different. I've never actually shared this on my YouTube channel, but I want to share with somebody so that this story is inspiring. I know, even if it doesn't encourage all of you, maybe someone, just one person is enough. One person is just enough to be encouraged from this. So on this video I'll be telling you how I moved from earning 250 bob 500 to actually making millions, and I'll be telling you how it started and where so far we are. So please watch this video till the end. I know someone will learn something from this and get inspired, because that's the only reason I'm doing this video. Otherwise I was still in the thought of, should I really do this? Should I really share this? Do I really want to be known like this? But today I decided, let me just inspire someone, because I wish I can have people who are inspiring me in this way. So I want to be an inspiration to someone out there, and I'm a queen of rambling, so I don't want to continue rambling. Let me just moving into the video. So me growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to be, but one thing I knew is that I wanted to have a lot of money. I wanted to be self-employed, not knowing what exactly I would be doing, but that's what I wanted. I schooled and I finished high school, and after finishing high school, you know, there are a few months that you stay at home waiting for the results. So my results came in. I had performed not so bad. I had done good actually, but I couldn't continue with school, going to college or university. Reason being, my mom didn't have sufficient funds to actually take me to college or university. She didn't have money. You might be asking, what about your father? Unfortunately, my dad passed on when I was very young. I was in class 3. I was going to class 4. So my dad passed on. It was so painful, and I know like so many people who go through grief. You lose someone you love, like it doesn't aishangi mara moja. Like there are those times when you feel like, I wish my dad is still alive, I could have gone to school. Like there were those moments I was like, oh my god, I wish my dad is still alive, I could have made it to go to college, to university. But that's what life had for us. I couldn't change anything, so I didn't go to college. So what I was doing, I was just sitting at home helping with home work, like going to shamba, kupeleka kutafutia ngombe majani and all that. I was doing all that, and then I was pretty much okay with that, because sikuwa nimekaa nje sana, so I was just enjoying being out of school. And sometimes I would actually work for people, like maybe kwenda kuchuna kahawa, because there are a lot of coffee plantations around here. So I would actually go, mnachuna kahawa, mnalipwa, and not actually a lot of money. At times I would get paid to clean people clothes. I get paid maybe 250 bob to 500 bob depending on clothes that you're actually cleaning. So I did that for quite some time. The end of the year, the following year now, after completing high school, the lady who was working here asked me if I can work here, and I was so excited. So at that time it was only an M-Pesa and equity agent and also selling sodas outside there, and I was really excited because now I would make money every month I would have a salary. So I was really excited, and I said yes. So I went home and told my mom, and she was really excited, and the following day I started working. So I got trained and I started working. It was really easy, didn't take a lot for me to actually learn, because it wasn't a lot of things that I was actually dealing with. So after that I started working here, and it was a really beautiful experience. And let me tell you how much money I was earning. So I was making 5,000 bob every month. I was getting paid 5,000 bob, and I was really okay with that. I wasn't going to pay rent, so there was no rent money. I wasn't going to pay any transport money because it's just around home, and also at the same time food I can carry from home, so I didn't have a lot of expenses, so I was okay with that 5,000 bob. My first month and second month I actually saved that money. I never touched even a single coin. I saved that money, and I went to Thika. I remember very well. And I remember that time we were using a TV, a Great Wall. If you remember, Great Wall had those TVs that were black and white. And I wanted to move into digital because, oh my god, and that time I think even the TVs were switched. You couldn't watch with the old version TV. So we wouldn't watch TV. So I went to Thika. I got the TV that has a car behind. I got a colored TV and a Go TV, and let me tell you, I was so excited because now I would be able to watch TV. That's what I did with my first salary. And then I was really excited, and that saving money and not touching it, I really felt good. Like seeing my money grow, I felt really good. So after that I was doing really good. I was doing good, and I mean good. The clients were becoming more, and that meant that the profits were now getting more and more, and my boss was really pleased with the job that I was doing. So after 3 months he increased my salary with 500 bob. So from 5,000 bob I started earning 5,500 bob, and the job I was doing was really good. So it got to a point that he increased my salary to now 3,000 bob. And one thing that I would normally do is, if I'm earning 5,000 bob, I would save 2,500 bob, and then the rest I would use it. If there is something that needs to be bought at home, I would actually buy it, maybe buy clothes. And that time I wasn't buying like new clothes. The clothes that I was buying were mtush, so the clothes that you spend 500 bob and you have a whole outfit. So yeah, those type of clothes. And I wasn't buying every month I'm buying clothes. No, like I wasn't buying clothes that much, so I was saving 2,500 bob every month if I'm earning 5,000 bob. So basically I was saving half of my salary, and if I'm earning 6,000 bob, the same would happen. I'd save 3,000 bob, and then the rest I would actually use it. And this was only possible because there was no rent I was paying, as I told you, no transport money, and then my budget was not high. I was low budget. So after working for 2 years, I am not too sure if it's 2 years, but I think it's 2 years. So after working for 2 years, my boss couldn't continue with the shop. So what that meant is, like, this shop would remain vacant, and then I would remain jobless. If there was something that I was scared of, really scared of, is being jobless, because now I'm used to earning money, and then I wouldn't be earning money anymore, and I didn't have any other place that I was actually expecting to go. Remember, like, I didn't even have enough money to actually take me to college. What I did is, because I knew like a month before, what I did is I now started looking for ways that I can actually start making money. And one of the thoughts is continue doing the same business at the same place, because I knew how much money I would actually make at this place. Like, I knew, because I was working here every day. I was here from Monday to Sunday. I knew like how much money this business would actually make, and I thought of ways that I could actually make more money through this business. I went and talked with my mom and shared my idea, and she was like, okay, but do you think this is possible? I explained to her on how I was planning on how to execute it. Lucky for me, I knew a person who can actually give me the M-Pesa till, and he was going to give it to me for free because we knew each other, and he was actually working with a dealer. And that time mini M-Pesas were going for 25,000, 30,000, 15,000, and the least you could get was 10,000. So I was really lucky to actually get it for free. So by the time the shop was actually closing, I already had my M-Pesa till, but mind you, I didn't have a lot of money to actually operate it. So one thing I knew for sure is there was this customer who I was actually depositing money to. This client, he was selling airtimes, cigarettes and all, and I was actually a customer of buying airtime. So what used to happen is when he was leaving, he would leave them sales, the money that he had made sales on other outlets, and he would leave it to me in the morning, that 9 a.m, around 9ish a.m, and he would tell me, deposit this money, but it has to be deposited by the time 7 p.m is clicking. That money has to be deposited. So I would work with that money during the day, and then in the evening I should deposit that money. I don't know, even if I don't have float, I have to go and look to whatever I have to find float and then deposit that money. So by 7 p.m latest, I should have deposited that money. So that actually helped me a lot because I didn't have money. And then one good thing is my boss didn't remove the infrastructure. I told him of what I wanted to do, and he didn't remove the infrastructure, like the grills that were there. He didn't remove them immediately, so I had some time to actually work in that space before I actually got money to actually build mine. So that really helped me a lot. And another thing, like, this was miraculous. Like, there was this person, he was selling SIM swaps. Let me show you. He was selling SIM swaps, like with this carton. It has so many pieces. Let me show you. These ones, they are 25 pieces, and in that box there are 10 pieces of these ones. So that means they are 2500 pieces. So the whole carton, he sold it to me at 200 bob. 200 bob. It's SIM swap here, I was selling it at 100 bob. That meant I was making a lot of profit, and every day the least amount of SIM swaps that I would sell was 3 pieces. So at the end of the month, I would have made a lot of sales with the SIM swaps. I could make a lot of money. Even I would make a lot of money. I don't want to quote figures, but I was making a lot of money with these SIM swaps, and it was really helping me a lot, especially because I was starting out, and that played a huge role with, like, the starting of my business. And at the end of the month, I was now able, remember, I had not paid my rent, I had not paid any deposit. At the end of the month now, I was able to even pay my rent, because I didn't pay when I was starting, like, the business. I was able to pay the rent, I was able to pay the deposit, and I was able to pay electricity bills, to small bills here and there, and the rest of the money I actually plowed it back. And at this point, I had not even paid for certificate, I can't remember, the business permit. I had not even paid the business permit. So this helped me a lot. So the first month I never paid the business permit, and the second month the same thing. What I was doing is just plowing back profit. Everything that I would make, I would minus the expenses, and the rest, all of it, I would plow it back. And after 6 months, this client who was helping me with money, I deposit for him in the evening, stopped coming. But at this time, my business was now stable. Like, I could stand by myself. Like, the business was doing good. When I was actually starting out, my mom helped me with 10,000. Okay, mom, be blessed. Like, my mom has played a key role in my life. Everything that I do, my mom is always there, and I love her so much. So my mom helped me with 10,000. That was a really helpful. And I approached Equity, and I wanted to open an agency with them, an agency banking, but my account unfortunately had not attained the required requirements. So with the help of someone else, I was able to open an agency account, and that actually helped me with now increasing my sources of income. And I felt really good, because I felt like now I'm doing really good. Like, I have more sources of income, and I continued with the business. And then KCB now approached me. I'm not the one who approached them. They approached me and inquired if I want to open an agency banking with them, and I said yes. I think that time they were actually looking for agents to work with, so I said yes, and that's how they recruited me to start KCB agency banking. And there is this time that someone I was schooling with actually came to my shop, and he told me, "You have a lot of space. but I don't feel like you are actually utilizing this space the way it should, because I only that time I only had KCB, I had Equity and also M-Pesa, and that's not like something that you need a lot of space with, so I was not actually utilizing the space. So he told me, how about you actually think of how you can actually utilize this space, because you have a lot of space and you're not actually utilizing it. And I started thinking, and I thought of starting selling clothes, because according to what I had, like selling clothes makes you a lot of money, and I wanted a lot of money. Like nobody doesn't love money, so I actually started selling clothes. And all this, everything that I'm actually telling you, the M-Pesa business was doing really good. Reason being, there were not a lot of M-Pesas that time, so this was a need at that time. The M-Pesa was a need, the equity agency was a need, so I was identifying a need and actually implementing it to actually become a business and give people what they need. So when that idea of selling clothes came to me, I was like, I can actually do this. So I didn't actually know where to actually get the clothes from, but I had heard people talking about Isli, Garissa, so I was like, what is this place? I want to know. I didn't know, so one day I just pandad matatu. I had 10,000 Kenya shillings. I pandad matatu and I went to Isli, not knowing where it is. So I was actually going, asking. Remember, at that time I was not exposed. I didn't know a lot of places, because remember, I was working from Monday to Sunday. All those days I'm at work. The only time that I wouldn't be at work is when I'm going to church, because I was going, like I was a believer. Not saying that right now I'm not a believer, but I don't go to church as much as I used to go back then. So every Sunday I would commit myself to going to church. So every Sunday I would go to church, and our church normally starts from 7 to actually 9 latest. So that's the only time that I wouldn't be at the shop. Otherwise, from that time to actually evening, I was always at the shop. So I wasn't so much exposed to what's going on around other places. So when I went to Isli, like with me traveling in that matatu, I saw so many things, and I felt like, kumbe I can do this, kumbe I can actually do this. And to Isli through the help of so many people asking around where Isli, and after reaching there, I saw so many malls. I saw how people actually watched and saw how people are actually doing, how they are going. So I went into the malls asking the prices of different things, and I got some few items, and I came back with them and I placed them. I had hangers here. Before I actually went to Isli, I had someone fix what do we call it, like a rod, like fix something that I can be actually hanging the clothes. So I got a few clothes, and then I got a few like hangers, like those mannequins, the chuma ones, the ones that are made of metal. So I had to hang them around there, and then I had a few hangers, I think 5 hangers, and I got a few dresses with that 10,000 bob. So I got the cheapest dresses. So after coming with them, I made sales, and I was like, oh my god, so kumbe I can actually do this. And I was really impressed. So I started making that my other source of income. I would wake up very early. Remember, I don't have an employee, I'm all alone. So what I would do is I would wake up very early. By 4 a.m. nitakuwa nimeamka. By 5 I'm already in the matatu. So by the time it's 7, when the malls are actually opening, I'm there. By the time it's 8:30 or 9, I'm actually at the shop. So even not so many people would realize that I've gone anywhere, because I've shopped for clothes, and I've come back, and I would make some good profit. I was making some good profit, and I was like, oh my god, so kumbe having many streams of income can actually make me earn more money. Remember, at this time still I'm plowing back profit. Remember, I told you guys, one thing that remained consistent and has ever remained consistent is me plowing back profit. So what happened after this is I felt like these people around this area, there is no shop that actually sells phone. At that time, there was no shop that was actually selling phones, and I would see the people struggle after actually replacing their SIM cards. Remember, I told you guys that I was making a lot of SIM swaps and SIM registrations, and there were no phones that they would actually buy. So it felt like, how about I actually include selling phones in this shop? And there was a ready market. There were people willing to buy the phones, and I didn't know where to actually buy the phones. There was this time that I had gone to Nairobi. I actually don't know exactly where I got that phone. I got a Techno Boom J7, and it's because my friend was using that same phone, and the camera was just really nice. That time the photos were just nice, so I was really loving the photos from that phone. So I got to Nairobi and I bought that phone. I can't even recall where I actually bought it. There are so many phones. So this time I say, let me go to Nairobi. I don't know where exactly I can buy, but I know when I got there, sitashindwa vile nitadu. So me, I went to Nairobi. I didn't know where to actually buy the phones. After electing the matatu, luckily opposite where I was dropped off, I was actually dropped off at Tomboya Street. You know, the, how do we call it, Tomboya Street. There is a street there that there was a building that they were selling phones. So I asked a guy that was there selling phones, I asked him, where can I buy phones at wholesale price? He told me, I actually sell phones at wholesale price. You see them on the display, the touch screens, the small phones, the 2 buttons ones. So I asked him, where can I buy phones at wholesale price? He told me, I actually sell phones at wholesale price. And I was really excited. So I asked him, how much are they going for? Remember, at the back of my pocket, I only had 15,000. Yes, that's the only money that I had. So I asked him, how much are they going for? So he told me the prices, and I selected a few of them and got the holders, the phone holders. Let me show you one. So here we have one. So like these phone holders that like to place the phones, and I bought several phone holders. I actually got 3, and after buying the phone holders, now I could be able to place the phones there and people would see what I'm actually selling. Same day, it was on a Friday, I went back to work to the shop. Now I displayed my phones really well so people would see that I'm selling phones. That time I had no, like this was not there, so there was a table behind there. I'll actually show you. I think I have a photo that I had taken, and at the background you can actually see that table, so I'll actually show you. So at that table I placed the phones there. People would see I'm selling phones. So one lady that was a good friend of mine came and actually bought that touch screen, the only touch screen that I had, and I was so excited. And another guy came and bought 1 button phone, and the following day the lady who I had sold the touch screen to came with another customer. This customer wanted the exact same phone that I had sold to the lady, and I didn't have it. Remember, it's on Saturday, so that meant I couldn't be able to go to Nairobi the same day, maybe on Monday, because the following day was on a Sunday and I wasn't certain if those people actually open work on Sundays. So I had to wait. On Saturday, all the phones that I had, I sold them. Let me tell you, I just went home that day and I told my mom I have sold all the phones that I had gotten, because every step that I make I always tell my mom, I've started doing this, Mom, I've started doing this. So I told my mom I've sold all the phones that I had got, and she was so excited. We prayed, we thanked God, and I was super excited. So at this point I was really excited because now I've made money. Not only I have money, not only the money that I had gone to buy the phones with, like the 15,000, I also have the profit that I made. So I had more money. So what I did is I decided to separate. This is the money that I'll actually be buying clothes. So if clothes make this money, I'll be putting it aside. If phones make me this money, I'll be putting it aside, so that I'll know I have separated money. This is for clothes. So if I want to go shop for clothes, I won't be taking money from my clothes. I'll actually be taking money from the sales that I've made for clothes. So come Monday now, I wanted to know where else can I actually buy these phones at, and can I get them at a cheaper price? So I went somewhere else, and that place they were actually selling them a little bit more cheaper compared to where I bought them at the first time. So I got more phones, and they were really good because they were explaining to me this is a copy. They are in phones, they are originals, they are also copies. So like any other thing, kuna zenye ni original and there is copies. So they were good enough to actually explain to me this is copy, this is original. So with this one, it has warranty in case it goes bad. If in case something happens, you can actually return it. In case something happens to the ones that are not original, those ones don't have warranty, so actually you can take them back. So I got myself original ones. I actually decided, let me get these original ones. So I got the original ones. I got a few more compared to the ones that I had actually gotten the first time, and this time I added on these holders, the phone holders. These ones I got, I don't know if these were the first ones. I think, yeah, these were the first ones that I got. So I got these holders to be placing the phones, and I would just place them just right there. There was this table, I think I showed you that photo, like there was that table. I would place them there, and let me tell you, like, so I told you there was a need of someone to be selling phones, and I now saw a need of now starting to add on the phone accessories, something like the glass protectors, the phone covers, the chargers. In case your charger iharibike, I now have another charger that I can actually sell to you. I saw there's something good. I'm actually making money out of this. The clothes were not actually making me a lot of money as the phones were. Remember, the clothes, there are so many other people selling the clothes, but it's for the phones. I was the only seller of the phones, and I was selling genuine products, so people were really loving what I get. I would get referrals because people are used to going to Nairobi or other towns to actually get the phones, but now I've brought the phones closer to them, so I would make sales. I was really having fun doing this. One time, as I was in that shop, this was around 4 months or 5 months later, or 6 months there, they didn't have a particular phone that I wanted, because now people started becoming specific on the type of phones that they want. So they didn't have a particular phone that I wanted. So this lady said, let me go to a certain place to actually get that phone. And I was like, maybe that place actually now sells the phones at a cheaper price. So I went at that place the following time. Now after that time, the following time, I went to that particular place, and oh my god, it was true. They were selling it at a cheaper price compared to where now I had gotten it. And I went asking around, and that was the cheapest place they were actually selling phones at. So I went there, and I became a customer there at the new place now, because they were selling the phones at a cheaper price. So I would be able to save some coins and actually know different phones that they have. And now at this point now, more people started selling phones around this area, so my sales went down, not too much, but they went down with a certain percentage, and I wasn't making as much money as I was before. So I thought, what else can I include? Because I felt like when I start a new thing, like, it gets me more money, like it gets me more flow of customers. And I thought of now actually selling mitumba clothes. There was this page that I was actually following by Grace Wambere from on Facebook, and it's by Grace Wambere, Mitumba Chapter. And I was really inspired. I would see people making a lot of money, and I felt the need to actually start selling mitumba because of their affordability. And I started with one bale of tops, fancy top. And what I would do before I actually got the bill, I would go very early. There was this time that they were doing a flash sale. They would open what do you call it, like the stock that was not sold throughout the week. They would have it, and people would come very early. I think it was around 6 in the AM. You must be there so that you can get the good stuff. So at 50 bob, you'd get everything, no matter what you are getting. It was 50 bob. So I would get the clothes, maybe tops, skirts and all that, and come back and sell them at 100 bob. So 50 bob, 100, so, and come back and sell them at 100 bob. So I would make a profit of 50 bob. So that 50 bob would be my transport. Maybe I buy like 4 stuffs, because at times you wouldn't find like a lot of things, because there are so many people coming there. So I would get like maybe 4 items, 5 items to 10 items, and that would be my transport money. So my first bill was on fancy tops. Let me tell you, like the fancy tops are so beautiful. I even had photos. I would sell them even online, and I would get clients even from Meru. There was even a time that I sent the products, and there was even a time that I sent the goods to Mombasa. I'd get clients from all over. I even have some friends who I have that I sold tops to since back then. So I would sell those tops, and the first bill was doing really good. So I thought, now for my next bill, how about now I buy fancy tops again, and also include some dresses. That was a bad decision. Let me tell you, like, I didn't have a good experience with the mitumba, and now this is a business that I'm not so much used to. So like the dresses really me trauma. First bill, I was really excited. I wouldn't even wait to get here to actually open that bill, because I really wanted to see, with bills, it's something that you don't even know what is in there. So I was even eager to see what is in here. So when I got here, I opened the 2 bills at the same time. That was a huge mistake. Remember, I had the tops one and I had the dresses one. So I opened them the same time. That was a bad decision. And now with me too, I opened them at the same time. So the camera ones, I didn't know on how to go about pricing. So telling someone, like the camera ones, it had like 5 camera ones, the good ones. It had like 5 camera ones. Like telling someone that this dress is going for 1,000 bob, they'll be like, no. So I sold them at a very cheap price, not knowing that internally trauma, because at the back of my mind, I don't know why I thought this. Like I thought that all these clothes I'm going to sell them, but that's not always what happens. What happened is I sold the camera ones at a very cheap price, 350, 400 bob. I was not good at pricing, and then I didn't have like the good camera ones. That bill didn't have like good camera ones that you could sell at a good price and actually get your money back. So that actually ended up banning me, and also the fact that I opened 2 bills at the same time. I could have waited for one to actually sell, and then I could open the other one. So the fact that I opened the 2 bills at the same time, and actually people don't like buying the mitumba clothes after a long time after opening the bill. So people want to be the first ones to actually open that bill and be fair to actually see the good things that come first. They don't want to buy the clothes after like a week after. They want to be fair when you're opening those clothes. So when you tell someone like, this bill I opened it last week, they will just go say, I know already these ones people have selected the good ones and only left the bad ones, so they will just go and not buy. So that ended up banning me, and I stopped selling mitumba from them. Like I really felt bad. I even had some dresses that I had left, and I donated some, and some of them I was left to wear them, and that's how my mitumba business actually went down. I never actually sold mitumba ever again. But it's not because mitumba is bad. Actually mitumba can make you a lot of money, but I didn't have the required knowledge to actually sell them. One thing about me is I don't like limiting my potential. I love working to my full potential. If I know I can do something, I always do it, no matter how risky it is. I love doing it and not regretting afterwards, like I wish I would have done it, so I love living to my full potential. So I was like, what else now can I do? But how about now I start selling beauty products, and you can save them here. So I had someone come fix all these, like fix everything here, and I was able to manage that. So I had someone come fix these, because at that time I forgot to tell you, like I will show you the infrastructure like that is behind there on the display, like you see it. So at that time I already had that. Yes, I already had that, and I had already done what is here. You can't see it, but I'll show you, and also what is just right there. So only what I didn't have is this space. So this space, what was here is like a big rod that was just across there. I was hanging clothes there. Recommended to me that I can go to Kamukunji and Du Bois to get the products that I wanted, the beauty products. So I went to Kamukunji and Du Bois. At that time I didn't have all these products, so I started with some few cash. So that's what I actually started with. So I went to Kamukunji. I also got a few shoes that I'll be showing you here. Not these were not the ones that were here, but I'll show you the shoes that I have right here. So I got a few shoes from Kamukunji, because that's where I was told like they sell shoes at wholesale price. So I got the shoes, I got the beauty products, I got hair and all that with the little cash that I had. And let me tell you guys, like something happened. At this time I made my first 1 million. Like I made my first 1 million, and it's not actually making but actually saving, because by this time now I had a lot of things going on. I had a lot of things that were supposed to be doing, like my expenses were really growing. I had a lot of expenses. I hit 1 million, like 1 million savings. I had made 1 million before, but in my savings account I had 1 million. And that time I went to the bank. I even have a photo that I took when I went to the bank, and that's when after that I did something that I had really wanted in my life. Like all my life I was like, God, if you give me money, this is what I'll do. And I did some. So after that I did something that I have been really wanting all my life, and I was super proud. But something happened. I think during that same month, like my shop got robbed and a lot of things went, and I was feeling so bad. And at that time also something happened with what I had. So something else happened and I got to depression. Like depression is not something that you get into immediately. Like it's a process. You feel like you just don't want to talk to anybody. Something happens, you just don't want to know what's happening. Like you just disorient from people. Like I slowly sank into depression, and let me tell you, it was so bad that at times I know my trigger. I knew what was triggering, but at that time I wasn't sure like this is depression, because sometimes I just don't want to be like, I had anger issues, and I knew my triggers. I knew what was triggering my depression, and whenever someone went into that line, like it would get me so bad. Like I would get really angry. Like I started having anger issues, and then at that time I was not even in a good relationship. Like the person I was with that time was not even appreciative of who I am. Like they were just not appreciative. So like my self-esteem was going down and down and down. I remember like it was so bad. Like it was so terrible. I even shaved my hair, guys. I even shaved my hair. It was going through a lot, and all along through that time I was an introvert. I never used to talk to anyone. I wouldn't have anyone to share to what I was going through. I was just by myself, and only me, my mom and my sister knew what I was actually going through, but they wouldn't understand exactly what I'm going through. I was the only one who understood what I was going through, but not actually understanding, like have that deeper understanding. I also didn't understand what I was going through. And let me tell you, like suicidal thoughts that I had that time. I felt like nothing is worth, like I'm not even worth living in this world. And that time I had like height phobia. Like I fear heights, and whenever I'm somewhere like in a tall building, I'll just think of how I can just like nijiangushe, I just drop down and die. Like a lot of suicidal thoughts. And at times I would actually pray. I would feel like, at times I would even tell my mom, me, I think I'm just kuna mtu ameniroga. I just feel like like I have something, like there is something that's just not normal in me. My mom would really help me with prayers. Even my sister would really help me with prayers. At that time I was not even prayerful. Like I wouldn't even get myself to actually pray. I felt like God even doesn't hear me, like God even doesn't want to listen to me. Like I was at a bad place. Even the business was actually now going down. I wouldn't even know how much money I'm making. I would just spend almost everything that I'm making, even more than I'm making. So at that time, even my savings went so low. Like I didn't have money. It got to a point that I don't even have enough money that I need. Like I don't even know how much money I'm making. I don't even know how much stock I have. I wasn't doing even calculation. Like my depression had hit so bad. Then the depression lasted me since 2019, and I stopped like feeling like those thoughts of depression. Like I felt like now I'm relieved. I'm out of depression early this year, 2021. Yes guys, like it took me so long. Reason being, one thing, I'm an introvert. I don't love sharing. I fear being judged a lot, but I wish I actually shared with like someone who, like a psychiatrist or someone, like to get professional help. But I wish I got professional help, because I think that time it would have actually helped me a lot with my healing. But at that time I didn't want even to be associated with anyone. I just didn't want to be around anyone. Like it was so bad. But if you are going through depression, please don't give up. Don't feel of even committing suicide. Please don't. Actually, if you can afford, just get professional help. And even if you can't get professional help, just share with someone who you know. Like when you share with that person, they will actually help you. Just don't give up. I know how it can be. I've been there, so I know. Like it took me so long. That even my business was going down. Like the business was not even doing good. Like it was so bad. Like I don't even have words. Like it was so bad. And not like people try at that time. There are so many people who try to actually judge you, like judge what you are doing, and they don't even understand where you are coming from. They don't understand what you are going through, but then they're just judgmental. If you don't salimia them, they think that umeanza maringo or something, and it's not like you are being proud or something. It's just that even you don't even understand what you're going through, because that time I felt like I'm possessed. You can't tell me nothing. I feel like I'm possessed. I'm truly possessed. And also after that, Corona came. After Corona, you all know that most businesses went down. Like mine was not even left behind, considering the fact that it's in the village. Like it went down, especially that time when people wouldn't actually move from the village to actually go to Nairobi. Like it went so down. Even the money that I would have made that time, remember by the time now COVID was hitting, the profits had moved from, if I was making 100 bob, I was now making 50 bob. So from 50 bob now, imagine all the way to 5 bob. How are you supposed to maintain the same lifestyle that you had before COVID hit? And how are you supposed to even pay bills? How are you even supposed to actually pay bills? How actually are you supposed to live life? Like it was so hard. It was so hard. I had to dig into my savings. Like my savings went up to zero. Like I had zero savings. If I didn't have savings, let me tell you, I wouldn't have managed it. Like when COVID came, like it was so bad. Even if before then, like the profits were so low, when the COVID hit, like it got even worse. And remember that time, I'm actually going through depression, and this is now COVID. You don't even have money, and let me tell you, I was going mad. Like it was so bad, let me tell you. But it took the grace of God my mom's prayers, because I tell you, like, my mom prays, it took my mom's prayers to get me back to actually life and get me out of depression, because it was so bad. It was so bad, like, it was so bad. And I thank God when 2021 actually came in, I was doing good. At that time I even started selling gas, because people had now started embracing using gas as their means of cooking in the village, and it was doing good. And then after that time, there is this one business that I've always wanted to do, and that's selling hair, human hair. Before then I was selling hair, but not human hair. And I really wanted to sell human hair. I really loved human hair, because I had an experience of now using human hair, and I really loved it. And I would tell people, like, I have a few friends that can actually testify that I've told them I have really wanted to sell hair, like human hair. I want to sell human hair. I want to sell human hair. I would constantly tell them that. And it got to a point that I wanted it to be my birthday gift to myself. I wanted to gift myself a business, and it came before it even started, before my birthday even comes. So I started selling human hair, which I have so many of them. You can actually see this one is also human hair, good quality, very good quality. And I started selling human hair, and this being the village, ukosange hawa watu. Let me tell you guys, even when you're starting something, hutakosa hawa watu wa kukuuliza, and sasa uliona tu uze hii sasa watu watanunua. I would have people ask me, like, this hair is actually 10,000 bob, like, it's so good, it's of good quality. And I have people who ask me, sasa now this is the village, who will buy human hair that's 10,000 bob? And let me tell you, people buy. Like, I have so many clients who have bought. Even this one was out of stock. Like, I've just restocked it recently. Like, it was out of stock. This is the last piece I actually have, and I don't even have those expensive hairs. They are all gone. Some of them I've sold them online, some of them I've sold them at the shop. So if I decided to listen to people and say, sasa hiyo nywele ya 10,000, who will actually buy here in the village? I would have stopped with the business. I wouldn't have continued with the business. And right now, actually, my hair selling business is actually doing good, doing so well compared to other businesses that I'm actually doing. Even the phones are not even giving me as much profit as this hair is actually giving me, because it's something that is in me. It's something that I really love. And one thing about me, I won't sell something that I don't feel. Kama kitu si feel, I won't actually sell it, because this hair is something that I really love. So that's why I actually sell it. And I get clients, even when you get people who ask you, like, sasa hiyo nani uliangalia tu kaona hiyo tunda unaweza uza, like, but even they don't know that I can actually sell it. Even I have clients who just come, ask the prices, and after hearing the prices, they now want people to come and hear how expensive that item is, but they don't know that the person that they are coming with to actually tell them of how expensive that item is actually interested. So I even get a client from that, and I really thank God. Like, some people think that they are actually bringing you down, but God is elevating you through them. They're actually giving you clients indirectly, even with them not knowing. And I really thank God about that. So I started selling hair. So this is my last, this is the last business that I've actually started. So I do a lot of things. As I've told you, I do a lot of things. I'm also a makeup artist. If you want me to do your makeup, I'm also a makeup artist, a very good one. I'm also a YouTuber. This is YouTube. So I'm also a YouTuber. So I believe that God blesses the work of your hands. So even if you're selling something small, even if you don't feel like right now, you feel like right now, that does not even make a difference. Imagine, don't worry. One day, God will elevate you. Like, right now, here is not where, like, it's not my final destination. I know that I'm going so far, and so far, mbali sana, nenda mbali sana, by the way, mbali sana. This is not my final destination. Nenda mbali, this is just the start. Ilikuwa tu ya kunitengenezeshea njia, inaonyesha this is how you do this, you can do it. Cause all through my journey, if there is something I've believed, I will make it. And I will make it. There is nothing wrong with trying and failing. Imagine you come out with an experience, especially, see, I told you, like, my mutumba business went down. Like, I didn't do well, but right now, if I were to do the same business, right now I have an experience, I can do it much better compared to how I did it before. Don't be afraid of failure. what you do after that is what matters. If I just decided to sit down and say, oh no, I failed, I'm not even going to do these other things, I'm just going to stick around there, I wouldn't have made it this far. So I thank God for this far, and I want to thank God for this far. If it were not for God, I wouldn't have come this far. So at this point, I want to show you what I sell so that you can actually promote me. If you want to buy something, you can actually order. And especially the hairs, I have a page, an Instagram page. I've not posted every hair here. I've just noticed I've not posted every hair that is here. Want to order something, just hit me up. I'll leave my phone number, my business phone number on the description box, so you can actually check that out. I'll also leave my Instagram page. You can actually contact me through there if you want something. So let me show you what my shop actually sells. Actually sijapanga, so usinijudge sana. I've not actually organized this place because I have other things that I want to actually bring in next week. I think on Monday or Tuesday. So I've not pangad. I want to bring them and then I can arrange them, rearrange them. So let me show you. Come with me. So this is the site that you are actually seeing on the background. As you can see, kuna a lot of mafuta, body splashes, roll-ons, refills, a lot of things going on this side. And this is what we have. Also, I have some clothes there. I have so many brands of mafuta. And then, guys, these body splashes, oh my god, they last for so long, and their scents, so amazing. So this is a wide view of this side. You can actually see it. So on top there, I have some kufias. Actually, most of them are now sold out by the time I'm doing this voiceover. And then I have this hot comb. So this hot comb is going for 2,800 bob only. And I have a similar one in my channel. Actually, in my channel, I have reviewed it and it's so nice. I love it so much. So it's just 2,800 bob, not a lot of money, and you can use it on your natural hair, on your wigs. Yes, guys, so buy it, order, and I'll deliver. So this is what you see on this side. Some clothes, and then at the bottom there you can see I have some shoes there, the doll shoes and sneakers and all that. So on this side I have a lot of things going on too. So I have the phone accessories. I feel like at this angle you can see like there are many, but oh my god, there's so many. So this is how they look. I have memory cards, I have glass protectors, both 3D and the normal ones. I have chargers, I have earphones, a lot of things. And then we have these hair extensions. I know you've seen them on my channel. I've actually done videos having these extensions on. So these extensions are just going for 500 bob, not a lot of money, very affordable. Also have these human hair. Like this is a weave and it's very affordable. It's a 10-inch. Actually, let me show you. This is how it's looking. So beautiful. 10-inch, good quality. Order and I'll deliver. Order. And also I have other types of hairs. So in case you are interested in anything at this shop, just tell me on the comment section. Like, not even on the comment section, you can also tell me on the DM. I'll leave my number. And I have these brushes. They're going for 100 bob. I know, very affordable, just 100 bob. And if you've been on my channel, you know these are the brushes that I use, and they're so nice. I love them. Like, I sell things that even me myself I can use them, but I don't get tempted kukula stock. But I love them. I really love them. I have beauty blenders. I have a lot of things going on. I have eye pencils. These are 4C, 5C batteries. Also have iPhone covers, like phone covers. So many things. I have earphones. I have sponges, shower cape, mirrors. I have combs, all these everything, cables, chargers, fast chargers, and this side also I have these phones and a lot of other beauty products. The banners too, you can see them, speakers, the 2 mini speakers, like everything. This shop has everything. Ni life tu haina, like it's ni inaitangwaje, ni moyo tu itari. Yeah, so this side we also have clothes, more clothes, bras there. And now this is the side. When you just enter immediately, this is what you see. And I have some phones here. So by the time I'm doing this audio, by the time I was filming this video, I was out of the touch screens. So most of the phones that you see here are buttons, but by the time I'm doing this voiceover, by the time I'm uploading this video, I have more touch screens. Yes, so you can come and see the ones that I have, or you can ask me the ones that I have and I'll tell you. So this side you can also see some wigs. So most of the wigs here that you can see are sold out. Like by the time I'm actually uploading this video, most of these wigs are already sold out. So these wigs start from 1800 bob. For the braided one is 1800 bob only, and then we have some human hairs here going for 25, 3000, very affordable. Yeah. And this is what you see. This is my door, Equity, M-Pesa, KCB, Cooperative, Airtel. So yeah, that's just basically my shop. This is how everything is. That's what everything I have in this shop right now. Let nobody discourage you. Be around people who actually encourage you, people who are of great value to you, people who add value in your life. Don't be around people who actually discourage you. That will be very, very bad for your self-esteem. When I was going through depression, I was surrounded by people who actually didn't appreciate who I am, appreciate what I am. So when I cut them off, when I did actually cut them off and learn how to actually cut them off, because when you actually, I realized when I was in depression, I was like really into people who are toxic. I was surrounded by people who are toxic, and I was just there. I didn't see anything wrong with that. But when I started cutting them off, like I started healing. My process of healing started from there. It was a journey, but definitely I got to actually heal. Like right now, I can tell you, like nothing is bothering me. If I can't achieve this, I leave it to God and tell him, God, you knew like I really wanted this. Please, even if not now, let me achieve it. If it's your will, God, let me achieve this. So yeah, take this home. Just surround yourself with people who actually value you and see the value that you have, and don't surround yourself with people who actually demean you, people who are just there to actually bring you down. Be surrounded by people who actually add value in your life, and you will really change your life. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope you have subscribed. So this is my life, like this is my day-to-day life, like this is me, this is what sponsors my YouTube, this is what sponsors everything that I do in life. Thank you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned even a single thing, like even if it's one thing, like I hope you've learned something. So from me having a great wall TV to what I have right now, like this is a lot. I didn't see myself actually achieving this, but through God I've been able to achieve this. I didn't even think that I could be where I am right now if it were not for God. So always be prayerful. Thank you so much if you've been part of this journey. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. In case you want me to advise you on something, trust me, I'm not the best, but what I know, I am willing to share. What I know, I'm willing to share. So thank you so much for watching this video till this far, and until next time, bye bye.